Welcome to the Internship Learning Agreement instructions video. You likely arrived here from the assignment link in your Canvas course. We will revisit the Canvas assignment instructions near the end of the video. Before starting, I should mention that you may want to complete the learning agreement while you watch the video, pausing along the way. The instructions page, where you access the video, also has written instructions if you need to refer them at any time. The page also includes a useful definition section and a frequently asked questions section. The purpose of the learning agreement is for you to create learning objectives and goals for the internship semester so you and your supervisors have a clear plan in mind. The agreement is a digitally signed document that you complete and sign, which will then be sent to your supervisors for signatures and comments. After you complete your portion, it'll be sent to your internship site supervisor, who is the primary mentor at your internship, and finally to your faculty supervisor, who in most cases is the instructor of your internship course. To help you in creating learning objectives, we have included a document, How to Write Learning Objectives. You can find it on the instructions page. For the best experience, we recommend creating an Adobe Sign account. It is free. Having an account will provide you with more options after you sign the agreement. To get started, click the Adobe Sign link on the page. If you are creating a new account, we recommend using your UVU email address. But if you have an existing Adobe Sign account using another email account, or you experience any kind of access issues when using your UVU email, you are welcome to use that instead. Because UVU email addresses are associated with Google's Gmail service, you can enter your UVU email using the Google Sign-In link. You are now signed into your Adobe account. New account creators may need to answer some additional questions before the account is created, but you're getting a good start here. Let's get into the agreement now. Click on the link that says Start Learning Agreement. Here is a completed agreement. I'm not going to discuss every field in the agreement, but I do want to highlight a couple of important sections. One of the most important parts of this agreement is to ensure you are entering the correct email addresses for your site and faculty supervisors. The Adobe system does not allow customizing a signer's role name, so just remember that your site supervisor is participant 2 and your faculty supervisor is participant 3. Refer to the useful definitions section at the bottom of the instructions page if you need a refresher on defining the correct participants. If you do not know your faculty supervisor's email address, you can use the UVU directory. Here I will use an example of a faculty search, so just remember to use your own faculty supervisor. After searching for an individual in the directory, click on their name to view their email address. From there, you can copy the address and use it in the agreement. The internship start and end date describes the start and end time of your internship. It is fairly straightforward if your dates fall within the semester of your internship. Sometimes, however, students have different situations. For example, if you are using the agreement for a current job, you will want to use your original hire date as your start date. As a side note, the learning agreement is especially important if you are using your job as an internship. This is because using objectives to work on new projects and goals within your existing job gives you an opportunity to explore projects and tasks related to your major and build upon your skill set. Another situation is if you have an internship that will last beyond the duration of the semester. If you know your internship end date, use that date regardless of the semester. But if you have no formal end date to your internship, simply provide the end of the semester as your end date. A last comment on dates. The agreement only accepts certain date formats, so if you are getting an error on any type of question, please read the error message. Typing extra spaces into some fields or adding too much text can also cause an error. Here we see the Learning Objectives section. This is where we can use the How to Write Learning Objectives document. The objectives document is pretty simple, but the primary purpose is to guide you in writing objectives that can be well measured. There are 6 sections for outlining your objectives, but only 4 are required. Please check your instruction assignments to see if more than 4 objectives are required for your particular course. To help you get started with the concept of learning objective, let's consider an example. For your first objective, you want to describe how you will conduct data analysis for Company X. Instead of saying something like, I will do data analysis for Company X, you should break that statement down into something more specific and measurable, such as, I will effectively use Python and SQL to conduct a sentiment analysis on Company X's Twitter posts. Within each objective, there is also a section to add measurements and timeframes to your objectives. For the measurements section, and using my previous example, you could say something like, I will create infographics and a summary of my findings, which I will present to my site supervisor. The time frame is when you expect to have this objective completed. You can ignore the addenda comments section. This is for your supervisors in case they want to add comments or propose modifications to the agreement. Because this is a signed agreement, however, no participants can edit specific fields in the agreement after signing. This is why the addenda comments section is provided for your supervisors. Because the site supervisor is the first one you send it to, when it is the faculty supervisor's turn to sign, they can review any modifications that were suggested by your site supervisor, add their own comments, and state if they agree to the terms. After completing your portion of the agreement, and if all required fields are completed, you will provide your digital signature by inputting your name in the signature area and selecting Click to Sign. You will then need to use the email addresses you already gathered to assign other participants. Again, it is very important that you enter the names and exact email addresses for your internship site supervisor as participant 2 and your faculty supervisor as participant 3. Otherwise, your agreement may not be delivered. You are also welcome to add a message to each participant, but this is optional. Lastly, you will be asked to enter your email address. Please enter the same email associated with your Adobe Sign account. After signing the agreement, you will receive an email asking you to confirm your email address. Having an Adobe account will give you the ability to observe the status of your agreement and utilize the activity drop-down to see if your agreement was successfully sent to the current signer. You will also be given the option to download a PDF version of the agreement, but you can do that later after all participants have signed. You will also be notified by email when the agreement is completed. A few comments on the waiting period after you complete your portion. Please wait at least 7 to 10 days for your agreement to be fully processed. Occasionally, organizations will have email spam settings which prevent delivery, and your supervisor may only receive the request after a reminder email is generated from the Adobe system. If you still need assistance because of an email-related issue, you can complete the support request form, which is found on the instruction page, and an internship services representative will address your request. The support form is not a requirement for this assignment, so only use this if your site supervisor is experiencing email delivery issues. This support form will also be available for your supervisor evaluation assignment that you will initiate near the conclusion of the semester, as that assignment also requires you to generate an email request. An important note: please do not contact your course instructor for email delivery issues. This is what the support form is for. When all signing participants have completed their portion of the agreement, everyone will receive an email with a link to the finalized agreement. And here you can download a PDF version. Check your assignment instructions, but you will likely be asked to upload the agreement and submit it as a PDF. Well, that's it. Remember to refer back to this video or the instructions page if you have any questions, and best of luck on your upcoming opportunity.